All right, guys, we are live with Jack Tao from Phemex Official. And I don't know if you guys have seen this or not yet, but there is a 2.1 Bitcoin hidden in a puzzle that Phemex has released. So, Jack, do you want to tell us a little bit about that puzzle and how that sort of came to be?
Yes, we have this idea that we want more people to know about cryptography, blockchain, Bitcoin, etc. And at the same time, want to promote our brand and let people know we are a creative team and that we're fun guys. So we have this puzzle designed, and we hired an artist to draw the picture for Satoshi. It's not a real Satoshi, as you guys know. Satoshi image with the maze and some keywords on his face. So if anyone can solve the problem, they will find out there's a private key hidden in this puzzle, and the address we already public. It has 1.1 Bitcoin hidden in that wallet, and whoever figure out and transfer the money out will be the winner, and they can contact us, and we will give an extra 1 BTC in his trading account of Phemex account.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
Love it. I love it. I saw that puzzle pop up a few days ago before Shiara emailed me and asked if we could host you on the channel. And I'm fascinated by puzzles like that. I like those things. I've always, like, the Rubik's Cube was one of my favorite things as a kid. And I don't know, it was exciting. I was like, can I figure this out? And I just haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down and crunch the numbers, but it's kind of impressive seeing some of the efforts that are coming out of the community. I mean, I've seen people writing scripts, and they're sharing code on GitHub, trying to like calculate the key. I mean,
amazing.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, we just released I think about an hour ago. We just released some hint because we figured out it's a pretty difficult puzzle, and it's not our purpose to trick everyone. And so Max and I wrote this letter. It's on our blog, so give some clue. And we get a good feedback. People was worrying that maybe we reveal some hints too obvious, but we try to hide some details in the letters. So
nice. So where can they find that hint specifically on your website?
Yeah. Let me see. How can if you go to the Phemex homepage, there's on the right side there's an announcement. On the top it's called a letter from Max. So it will link to that blog.
Awesome. So guys, go on to the Phemex website, check it out, see if you can figure out the puzzle. So Max is the guy, the co-founder of Phemex, correct? Who actually created the puzzle?
Yes. So he's the main designer, and he gets very popular in those communities. Everyone try to talk to him, private message him to get some insights of the puzzle. And I keep yelling at him to stop talking, and you know.
You're gonna give it away, Mitch. What do you think? You gonna give it a shot?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. You could try it. I bet you'd make it.
I'll look at it for sure. But I mean, wrapping my head around it without seeing it, I haven't seen it yet myself. So I'm curious to give it a look and see.
Nice.
I mean, if you got these tech wizards that are working on this thing to figure, they haven't done it by now. There ain't no Mitch is gonna figure it out.
Hey, maybe it's easier than you think, and you just have to look at it from a different angle. So we'll see. Awesome. Well, Jack, thanks for coming on the show. We definitely need to schedule a full podcast so we can sit down and we can talk for an hour around the campfire. We're all about just having a laid back conversation. We like to discover how you got into crypto, a little bit about what you're doing and what your background is. So in lieu of that, if you've got 5 minutes before we end this, let's just touch on that a little bit real quick. How did you actually discover crypto?
Discover crypto, it's Max. I think it's also mentioned in that letter. Max, some investors told Max to read a book about blockchain, and back in 2015. And I know about Bitcoin in, I think, 2013. I think 2000, but we really start looking is around the end of the 2016 and the 2017. I purchased my first Ethereum with $4 at Coinbase.
Nice.
Nice.
After that, I always have a coin cup right to the Coinbase on my desk.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it.
I love it.
The stories are always so different of how people got in, so it's just kind of cool to hear everybody's perspective on that. So, and you used to work with Morgan Stanley, right?
Yes. So I was trying to, I think in 2016, 2017, I was trying to look in some big data, some new technology, which can help our quants team to have a different technology used for facilitated trading. So my company was building this as a broker business. Morgan Stanley is one of the biggest institutional brokerage in North America, and we have a lot of algos, data analysis things. So they're looking around to see what I can learn. I need new knowledge, right? And one of my friends from JP Morgan keep asking me to look into blockchain and Bitcoin. I thought it's just like some virtual coin in some games, right? But when I started looking into it and I read the white papers, I took some courses online, so I get hooked immediately, and it's first sight love, I would say.
Yeah, the tech is so cool behind it. It's hard not to get pulled in.
Yes.
It sure is. It sure is. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Jack. It was a lot of fun. This is exciting for us to be honored to have you on the show to do this live and tell people where they can find the hint to that puzzle. So that's really unique. Forgive me, I'm out on the job site. I'm working today, so I'm glad we could pull this off.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you invite me.
Yeah, it was awesome to have you, man. Thanks a lot. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
We'll get that full podcast schedule here shortly after.
Sure.
Right on.
Okay. Look forward to it.
All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Okay. Ciao.
Yeah.
See ya.